What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to this afternoon's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. I'm going to take you through the latest stories surrounding our beloved football club, asking you guys, as always, to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Before I get stuck into today's first story, just a reminder, we are only 4 days out from our show in Belfast. If you are around that neck of the woods and you'd like to come and see us, it is an over 18s event. You can get your tickets with the link in the description of this video, or you can just go onto Ticketmaster and search on there. Just 4 days to go. We're counting down our 3 last ever live shows. Belfast is number 1. Second will be in Cardiff on August the 2nd. And then we finish up with our live shows August the 4th in Liverpool. They're going to be the last ones we do, so hopefully you can come along and join us for one of them. Right, my friends, let's start off with a bit of news around, well, it's really just confirmation that Liverpool will be in pot 1 for the Champions League next season. I'm sure you're aware of the new format, but just in case you aren't, it's going to be a 36 team, 1 league. You're going to play 8 games in it, 4 home, 4 away against 8 different opponents. It will be seeded, as I've mentioned, and Liverpool are in pot 1. So that's a little bit of good news. We did know that already, but nice to get these confirmations. Next one up is a little bit more on Lenny Yoro. It looks like Liverpool aren't going to be alone in their desire to sign Lenny Yoro this summer, and it could become a little bit tricky. So, according to David Lynch, he said, unless Lenny Yoro is completely convinced by Liverpool's sporting project, it will be a surprise if we picked Anfield over either Real Madrid or Paris Saint-Germain this summer, who can offer more lucrative contracts than Liverpool can. So, I do understand that, and hopefully if we are in from, and look, we have to take it at face value that we are, then hopefully Liverpool can pitch a sporting project that would work for Lenny Yoro. He broke into that team at Lille at 16 years of age, only 18 now, but he's already got a wealth of experience and somebody who seems to be fairly robust as well. The price tag looks a little bit prohibitive. You're talking about 80 million quid by the looks of it, but it is a name that we've got to keep an eye on as the summer goes on. So the battle heats up for Lenny Yoro. Next up, we're just returning again to another Liverpool target that has been spoken about quite a lot. And David Lynch, speaking with Anfield Index, has said, there's no doubt that Liverpool are watching Johan Bakayoko, but he is a bit out of the club's usual profile of forwards, who would usually have a few more solid years of goal-scoring production under their belts. I've always said to you guys, I'm completely unsure on Bakayoko, other than the glowing reports about how PSV play and how attack-minded they are. I don't know very much about him, so as always, I'm kind of relaxed on this one. Liverpool will have the numbers to hand. If they feel that Johan Bakayoko is the right fit, then I'm sure that we'll put forward a bid. Interesting one though about Luis Diaz once again, who continues to be linked with moves away. This is a story that we brought to you a while ago, but again just confirmation coming in that his agents have reportedly met with Barcelona as far back as March, and Barca representatives feel there's a lack of leadership in that Barca dressing room, and they would view Luis Diaz as somebody that they could bring in there and increase the leadership profile. PSG, another club who've been mentioned in recent times with interest in Lucho. Now, I've always said I could understand somebody wanting to go to their dream club, and if Diaz's dream club is Barcelona, which by all accounts it seems like it is, then no problem. If they put forward a bid, the Liverpool accept, that's a step forward for him in his career because it's his dream club. PSG, on the other hand, for me, I don't get it. I don't understand the appeal of it other than maybe pound notes, because it's not a step forward in your career. You're going to play in the lower standard of the league. Yes, you'll be in the Champions League, but again, I'd say you've got a better chance of winning that Champions League if you're stuck at Liverpool. So we'll wait and see what happens here, but he is the one most spoken about, I guess, with a potential move away. But that could be just because Barcelona are doing their usual and trying to tap up Liverpool players. Next up, we want to just talk about Darwin Nunez for a moment, and there was a really interesting piece written that suggests how Arne Slot could unlock the best of Darwin Nunez. So this piece says, Darwin Nunez has shown flashes of brilliance but has struggled with consistency in finishing. Arne Slot's attention to detail could be the key to unlocking Nunez's potential. Slot's methodology involves using video footage to analyse and correct mistakes, a technique he has employed successfully with other strikers. Darwin Nunez' high energy and physicality align with Arne Slot's preferred style of pressing from his number 9. Statistics back this up, with Nunez ranking in the 96th percentile among forwards for tackles in the final third. Slot's system, which emphasises a central role for the number 9, could suit Darwin Nunez. So, hopefully this comes to fruition, because we all know the potential that Darwin has. We know that he creates a lot of opportunities other forwards may not create. We know that he's frustrating in front of goal. But if Arne Slot can fine-tune these last few details, then I think that could be a really, really astute appointment by Liverpool. And hopefully we get the results with Mr. Darwin Nunez. So let's wait and see what happens there. Little bit in Kieran McKenna, by the way, just quickly. He's been the talk of many clubs. It looks like he's about to sign a 3-year contract to stay at Ipswich Town. New 5-year contract also signed by the Aston Villa manager Unai Emery. Now, I want to get into a little bit of shade, a little bit of annoyance really from Mr. Erik Ten Hag, who seems to already be starting the cheap shots at Arne Slot and Liverpool. This is what he's had to say speaking about Arne Slot. People have been overly lyrical about Feyenoord. They were steady this year, but not top. PSV were 2 classes better in all areas. They were so much better than Feyenoord. Yeah, they did win the league. Feyenoord won the cup. They did put up a very good points total in the league as well. But he keeps forgetting to mention the obvious things. That Feyenoord have the smallest budget of the 3 big Dutch clubs. Ajax, far and away the biggest budget. Next comes PSV Eindhoven. And then in 3rd place comes Feyenoord. Erik Ten Hag, obviously it's getting to him. You know, he's been spoken about as the lesser of the 2 Dutch managers who may potentially be plying their trade. And he is. So let's wait and see what happens. He looks like, you know, a dying wasp that just wants that last sting before he heads off. That's what I kind of get here from Ten Lasso. So let's wait and see what happens when Arne Slot comes in. But shots already fired there from the potentially outgoing Manchester United manager. Now, the last and certainly not the least story of the day is kind of a new one. We've been linked with midfielders from Atalanta, but not this particular one until today, where a couple of stories have surfaced that said Liverpool are said to be keeping tabs on Atalanta defensive midfielder Ederson. The Brazilian has played an important role in his team this season, with the Italians going on to lift the Europa League, obviously beaten Bayer Leverkusen by 3-0. And Tudo Atalanta claim Liverpool will consider an approach for the 24-year-old who has 3 years left on his deal. Arne Slot likes to play with a double pivot, 2-man midfield, and Ederson would fit into this. I have to say, I'm not going to sit here and say I've kept track of Ederson and all the times that he's played with Atalanta, but when I have watched, he has impressed, and he has been somebody that really does stand out as being a very good defensive midfielder. Age profile wise as well, there, 24 years of age, fits right into Liverpool's sweet spot, so this could actually be one to keep an eye on. With Toyin Koopmeiners, there's been lots of talk of maybe a battle between Liverpool and Juventus, but we do need a DM or an extra DM in my opinion, so 24 years of age, maybe it will be Ederson. So that is the afternoon news roundup, my friends. We will of course be back tonight at 8:30. We will go through everything in a lot more detail, and we'll keep you up to date with all the latest breaking news stories as well. Just a reminder as well, that Belfast show just 4 days away now, and then we're in Cardiff and Liverpool. Hope to see you at one of them. The Cardiff and Liverpool shows are heading for a sellout by the looks of it, which is good news, so I wouldn't hang about if you are interested in coming to those. The latter shows, the Cardiff and Liverpool, are all ages events, which is great. The Belfast show is over 18. So again, look forward to seeing you guys soon. Thank you for all your support as always, guys, and I'll see you back at 8:30 tonight. Much love. Bye bye.